Hey guys, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Christina and welcome to my channel. I just recently started doing this channel. I've been doing Stitch Fix unboxings and I will continue to do that, but I also wanted to branch out and do some different things as well. So for today's video, I am going to do a full makeup routine for you guys and kind of teach you step by step what I'm doing. And it's just going to be a really simple, easy makeup routine. Quick, easy 5-minute face, because I know many women, they want makeup routine, but they don't have a lot of time. So this is for you. If you like this video and find it informative, hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe so you get notifications of when my next videos come out. So let's get to it. So most of the products that I am using today are from Younique, but you can use whatever you have. I definitely like using products that are good for my skin and all natural or naturally based products. So the first step for any makeup, you always want to start with a primer. This sets your face up for a flawless cover. It helps your makeup stay in place, and the primer kind of fills in all of those fine lines or wrinkles that you might have and gives you a nice smooth canvas to work with. And a little bit of primer goes a long way. Most primers, you only need like a pea-sized amount. Okay, so after the primer, you want to let that primer sit for a minute or two. So while that primer sits, we're going to go into brows. So I like using a brow palette. You can also use a brow liner, which I really like, but unfortunately my brow liner is like toast. I need to get a new one. So for today, we're going to use just a brow palette, and you're going to take just a brow brush and fill in your brows. So the dark color, if you have a brow palette like this, the dark color is always to kind of line your brows, and the lighter color is to fill your brows in. So we're going to kind of get started with that. And you're just going to kind of line your brows. I'm gonna see if I can do this just with the video camera instead of using my mirror so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. I don't like doing a lot with my brows. I'm not one of those women who have like super crazy thin brows. I have my dad's brows, which are very kind of bushy. I have to do a lot of work with them, waxing and all of that. And unfortunately, with the whole COVID bit, I haven't been able to get them waxed on a regular basis like I used to. So my brows are a lot more funky than they normally are. So I have to play around with them a lot more to get them to kind of my liking. So it is officially September, you guys, and I am so excited. Fall is one of my favorite times of the year. I'm all about apple cider and going to like the apple orchard and hiking and the leaves and just fall colors. I absolutely love it. But at the same time, I'm sad to see the warm weather go. Luckily, we still have a little bit of warm weather left, and I'm from Michigan, so we usually get like what we call an Indian summer, usually like in October, where warm weather kind of comes back for a few days. So I have that to look forward to still, but I do love sweater boot weather. I really do. Okay, so for today, brows are done. I am going to use just a tinted moisturizer as my foundation. It's just really nice and soothing. I don't want full coverage because I'm just doing a simple, easy look today. And I like taking just a Beauty Bud. You want to always dampen it just a little. And I'm just going to kind of use the Beauty Blender to do my foundation. Like I said, you can use whatever foundation you have, powder, liquid, tinted moisturizer like me, kind of whatever is your personal preference. It doesn't matter what products you use, you can still get the same idea by following this makeup routine for a quick 5-minute face. And I promise you guys, it really is a quick 5-minute face when you're not talking and like explaining what you're doing. Okay, so now that that is done, I like to kind of go over it with a little bit of powder foundation just to kind of set it and mattify it a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with just powder foundation. And you don't have to do this. I just want to mattify that because the moisturizing foundation is more, it's a moisturizer basically that's tinted, so it leaves more of a dewy finish. And by tapping it with the powder, it just kind of mattifies it a little bit more. Okay. So the base is done. Now, I a lot of times struggle with dark under eye circles. A lot of people do. Take a little bit of concealer. You can use whatever kind of concealer you want. I'm just using the stick form. And you want to just kind of make an upside down triangle shape under that eye with your concealer. Okay? And this will help get rid of those dark under eye circles. But I also want to do a little highlighting. So I'm going to take a little bit on the bridge of my nose, and this helps to make your nose look skinnier. And then I like to kind of highlight my brows a little bit. And then I take just a little bit under my chin too, just to make that straight line. Okay, I'm taking that Beauty Blender again, except I like to use a smaller one, just to kind of blend that in. And this will help just make your face look more awake, help camouflage those dark circles, and give you a nice, even complexion. You can kind of do this as much or as little as you want. I don't go overboard because I like to be super natural. Okay, so now we're going to contour a little bit. If you don't know what contouring is simply, it kind of defines your face. It gives your face some definition because when you put foundation on, it kind of makes it one single thing. It kind of gets rid of like your natural definition your face has. So by contouring, it brings that definition back into your face. You can use a darker color foundation, you can use powder, you can use bronzer even, or whatever you want. I am using just a contouring stick, which is like kind of like a crayon, and you're just going to kind of, if you don't know how to do this, make a pucker face. And you see that line? you're just going to follow that line. Kind of down. Okay? Same side. Okay? Side of your nose. On your forehead. And then on the bottom of your chin. An easy way to remember is make like a 3 and a backwards 3. Kind of on your face. That's the easiest way to remember. And then you always want to blend. Whenever doing makeup, blending is essential. And I'm just taking that beauty blender to blend it all out. Okay, so you see how that just kind of brings a little bit of definition back into your face? Super, super easy. And now you can be done with your face if you want. I like to add a little bit of color by adding just a tiny bit of blush. I don't like going overboard. I love using just like a really pale pink color. And you just kind of put that right over top of that contour line. And it just adds a little bit of rosiness into your cheeks. And face is done. So now it's really important, you want to set it. You can use powder or spray. It's completely up to you. I love using a good powder to set. And you just want to make sure to do that because that helps your makeup stay in place all day long, no matter what you're doing. If you're running to the grocery store, going to school, work, whatever, you don't want your makeup to sweat off your face. You want it to stay in place. Okay. So makeup is all set. So now you can simply throw on mascara, lip gloss, and call it good, and you have a full, beautiful face. But I'm going to take it a little step further and add a little bit of shadow. We're only going to use 2 colors. I'm just taking a simple kind of like neutral palette with a little bit of gray. And we're just going to do a really, really simple eye. I'm taking a color into my crease. I always recommend you can use kind of whatever color you want. I like using a darker color in my crease and then my outer V and then a lighter or shimmery color on my lid. So that's what we're going for today. Now, by adding shadow, it adds on maybe an extra like 2 minutes to my makeup routine, but still a quick like 7-minute face and you're out the door. And when working with shadows, you always want to blend as well. And you want to start off with a little product because it's so much easier to add product and layer it than it is to take product away. Because once it's on, you almost have to wash it off to be able to get rid of it. But you can always go in and add more. So start with a little and then add as you go. Okay, so there's the first color. And you could honestly leave it as is and you still have a really beautiful kind of natural eye. But I like to take it a step further. And I want a little bit of shimmer to this look, but very subtle shimmer. So I'm just going to take a really pretty shimmery color and go from that inner corner to the mid of my lid. I feel like just adding a tiny bit of shimmer or a really bright color, it just pops your eyes and makes you look so much more awake. And the key is inner corner, but also the middle of your pupil. If you have a lighter or a really bright color or a little bit of shimmer, that's where your attention goes. Is when someone's looking at your face, they always look kind of the middle of your pupil. Because look at the difference when I add a little bit to that center. Your eye instantly travels there. Okay, so super simple, easy. Eyes are done. Okay, you could also add a little bit of liner if you want, but I'm not going to for time's sake. That's just kind of blending the two shadows, making your lines nice and smooth. And then you just add mascara and your eyes are complete. When finding a mascara, I highly recommend finding one that lengthens your lashes and adds volume to your lashes. I am using Younique's Epic Mascara right now, but there's lots of other good mascaras that you can just get from like your local drugstore. But having one that adds length and volume to your lashes really, really helps. Especially if you're not doing like a full face and you're just putting like foundation and mascara and you're out the door. Having a good mascara is key. Okay. You can add some to the bottom of your lashes as well if you want. I am just going to keep it super simple today though. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of gloss and this look is done. So I'm just going to use a simple pale pink gloss today to complete this look. And the look is complete. So super simple, quick, easy, 5-10ish minute face, and you're out the door. I highly, highly recommend you give this a try. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and be sure to also comment and tell me what type of videos you would like to see me do, because I want to give you guys what you want to see. My next video will be a Stitch Fix unboxing later this month. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and I'll see you soon.